Yeah.
So I'll get back with you guys in a minute. There's a lot going on in the shop, obviously. It's a night. Did you get it on?
Barely.
Yeah.
Not to the chin.
Well, hit it with the heat gun and warm it up.
Yeah.
When you warm it up, it'll stretch out a little bit. And fix the other side you kind of blew out a little bit.
Yeah.
So to finish then, give me that one around.
Cut that out.
You cut that out. You glue a nylon strap across the top here with a big hot glue gun. All right.
Okay.
And then you glue
Velcro.
the double stick Velcro, the one on each side. You do a tab on one side, and then you do a long piece on the other. Store this a little bit with a soldering iron so the hot glue really grabs.
Okay.
And that's how you finish them.
Okay. Currently I'm going to
Okay. Hi, everybody. There's a lot going on today. So what are we making tonight? It's general stuff, really. I've got a snowman mask that I'm finishing right here. Snowman mask. And then the snowman body is being painted back there by Michael Skullberg. Rue Newman is here. Rue is working on a EVA foam helmet for another Krampus mask. And then Rob is working on fitting up a resin mask that he has. So this is a dust mask from RZ Mask. And I've had some particulate issues lately, and since we're spraying, I threw it on. So all of you who harp on me to wear a respirator or a dust mask of some kind, I'm wearing one. So there you go. I'll check back with you guys in a minute, but we really do have a bunch to do. So I'm going to do that for you. Now grab one of those fans and set it up on him so he'll dry. Please, sir.
See, we can't talk about say weird things anymore.
Yeah. You can say weird things, that's fine.
Goes quiet.
Yeah, no kidding. They were all chatty before you guys showed up.
We can't talk about levels.
Now that there's evidence, they don't want to say things all of a sudden. We were having a great conversation about butthole steaming and bleaching earlier.
Yes, we were.
Like you do.
Life choices.
You know what's really weird? I swear my Harbor Freight heat gun at home, that's the smaller size version of that toggle switch, is backwards to that one.
It is. Yeah, those are set up a little weird.
I should have brought my freaking heat gun.
Why should you have brought your heat gun?
You can test it on your hand.
I was gonna have you autograph.
So grab that rag right there, find some naphtha, and clean your witch mask off so we can get that painted.
Find some naphtha. Is that gonna cost
Right there.
Yes, absolutely. But the can says it causes cancer in California, so luckily we're not there.
Sweet.
Found to cause cancer in California.
You know why they call California the granola state?
Why do they call California the granola state? You trying to talk loud, quiet enough they can't hear you?
I don't care.
Why is that?
What is it? Fruits and nuts are all flakes.
Oh,
That's why.
that had some humor to it. equally offensive to all.
Yeah. I hate
Okay.
everyone equally. Not right.
There we go.
Notice the damn Texas Hunger.
We're on our way. Hi, everybody. You're welcome, Peeper Dawn. They're thanking me for wearing a mask. Freaking evil snowman. Yes, that's correct. I guess you can say it's an early start. I know that you're in Scotland, but for us, it's 7 p.m. right now, and I've been in the shop since 9:30, 10 o'clock, something like that. A.m. Yeah. Yes, big crew tonight. Just some visiting. Tiffany is making a tombstone.
Dad jokes.
Right there.
It's Ebenezer Scrooge's.
Yeah, it's an Ebenezer Scrooge tombstone.
We didn't make our Christmas this month. Now she just looks like she's jaundiced, like she's got liver issues.
Okay. Perfect. And I'm going to move this guy out of the way because he needs to go dry a little bit. I have a fan set up in the other room. That'll make that happen.
That's good. That needs to break other things work.
Cleaning out my airbrush so I can do a little bit of detail work on this mask.
Keep forgetting to comment. I was going to tell him on that yesterday.
What's that?
Your mirror holders.
Mirror holders in the bathroom. The best mirror holders ever.
They're pumpkin teeth.
Right?
I was like, it's like
He
we
did
can
not
find
do
use
that.
for anything.
He did not do that.
What's that?
That would have been a philium.
No, that was me.
Oh, that was you?
Yeah. I drilled those suckers out. Because I didn't have any of those little plastic mirror holders, so I used the big pumpkin teeth.
I'm a fan.
This genius. And
On my question. Don't hurt yourself.
Why is that triangle not included in the package?
You push it.
Which triangle?
The thumb triangle.
Because it's just so easy to just
Fluid triangle.
put it on there, yeah.
I was just wondering why it's not attached into the pattern itself.
It does not suck to do what I love for a living. This is the full expression of this face. Right there. Now I'm gonna actually pop some teeth into here too. Yes, I am wearing underwear on my face. It's a thong. Yeah, everybody be doing it in a couple weeks.
It's the new Honda.
That was the instant comment I was going to make about that when you put it on yesterday, by the way.
Look at that dress, so scandalous.
So, Just so you guys know, right here, this guy, right there, that's Michael Skullberg, who is Mike's Haunted Woodworks. And he just asked me from my own shop what my favorite monster is. There you go.
There's the next one.
Where did I get my suspenders?
Let me just get those out of the way.
I have a she shed, nothing like that. The space would be amazing.
What?
Hey, Linda.
Did you burn down your she shed?
Hello, Richard. Garth, don't be envious of the crew working tonight. They're here under slave labor conditions. None of them want to be here. I have dirt on their families. That's what it is. I'll ruin their name when they run for president. How did you texture the snowman mask? Well, I use cotton batting and I use latex. So there you go. Cotton batting and latex, like raw cotton batting. It's good stuff. But I'll be doing another one of those coming up here. No, the snowman will not have bloody teeth.
Yet.
There we go.
This time.
Have I thought about incorporating 3D printing into my tools? Well, yes, I've thought about it, but I would have to then learn how to 3D print. And right now, I'm not there. I don't have time to learn more things. More than what I'm already learning. I don't know if the RZ masks are available anywhere but online. I bought mine online. I don't know. Okay. And we're actually pretty clear here now.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, so I'll take this off. Yeah.
You said something about canvas straps.
Who?
You canvas straps in the back. Okay.
I said nylons. Nylon
Nylon.
straps. In the strap drawer?
They are?
Yeah. There's a roll of 1-inch nylon webbing.
Okay.
It's nylon webbing.
Gotcha.
That stuff.
That stuff.
And talk Mr. Stallberg through trimming his mask so that he can start getting that painted.
Oh. Yeah. Do you need help with that?
Homemade hydrocal has not been a go yet. I'm still working on the formula.
Dremel.
I already do deranged elves. And hello from Kingman, Arizona. Hello, Tom. Yeah, so I learn, I make it a habit of mine. I want to be learning something physical, like over, let's say, per month, I'm going to learn something physical. Like I want to learn wax sculpting, which is a different thing than what I normally do. And then I want to learn something computer-related every month. It might be how to modify Pepakura patterns. It's actually, this month, it's going to be, well, I'm learning how to use Inkscape, which is a program that you can use to help laser cutters cut things out for you. Rob, Linda Forbes, and Ezekiel Bradshaw both say hello to you because they saw you walk by. No one said, "Where's that homeless dude?" They said, "Hey, it's Rob." That's good.
Yeah, I'm moving up the world.
Yeah, you're the only one. Okay, well, you're not the only one.
Okay.
It's the way, it's the easiest way to make seams. He let me flounder around for like 2 months before he's like, hey, you know what you can do?
I thought you discovered on your own.
Yes.
I wouldn't have thought he'd have felt real though. I would have had something a little more abrasive.
Yeah. When you do something too abrasive, it grabs it, and then that winds around it, and you hit the face 12 times with your own mask, and it spins around the rotary tool.
That's awesome.
And it's a twofer. So you because then you have a knee-jerk reaction to move your hand away, and as soon as the mask flies off, you punch yourself in the crotch. That's rotational physics. I'm not sure why, but that's what it does.
In my experience, if I don't bleed on my project, I don't own it. I bleed on everything I work on. So there you go. That's why I don't sell anything to anybody.
Yes.
So what I need next is actually what he's using. So
Technically, we're just trying to
I'm looking at people
come
best
and sell their stuff,
Yes.
out of the way.
which makes it way easier. Then I don't have to sell them my biohazard stuff.
That's how, you were in that class that everyone's in my dog?
Yeah, because that's what I was doing essentially at our home pond at the time. Was I was the front guy, the key line. I ran everything up front, but now I have to do that.
Well,
Kind of.
I mean, I can give you all kinds of stuff, but really, if you just go look at like introductory actor training, like, and just take stuff that you apply anywhere in the platform.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is with that, Rom, that a lot of it doesn't translate well.
That's true.
And
One of the issues that I run into when I'm training haunt actors is that the goal of acting is to stop an audience for as long as you can and entertain them for as long as you can. In a haunted house, you are trying to make them run away from you as fast as they can and be with you. The shorter they're with you, the better.
Yeah.
So it's quite a different way of thinking and an approach. So we actually have to distill the character lessons in order to get character to come across in a very short amount of time.
makes sense.
We do, one of the things that I like is I like the safari. That's fun. I had an idea for one, but we didn't get it around doing it dark hour, but it's called Knock. And it's just real simple. It's an icebreaker. It's to get people going. It's like, all right, you put a bunch of things in a hat, like cat, dog, cop, lawyer, Mormon, whatever. And then they draw it out, and they have to.
Mormon?
Yeah.
Oh.
People who knock.
They never knock at our house. They always leave a pamphlet on the doorstep.
That's if you're the Halloween house.
Yep.
You know, we do leave the skull and crossbones doormat out on here.
Nice.
And that might be one. But
Oh no, this is.
So Rob, what happens with Knock?
Basically, they reach into a hat, pull out, like say cop, right? And the only thing they get to do as far as character creation is they have to knock, and the audience guesses what they are. So like you put animal stuff like a cat scratching a dog, it's a way to get attention. It's a quick and easy. Here's the character. It's the only way you can do this character do it. It's quick and it's easy. And it's
I was a big fan of Count to 10 Werewolves.
Oh, those are fun.
Rue, did you make it to the training for that show? Okay.
Holy crap.
But, and then I used that
Hi.
doing the training at that other show.
I have no visibility.
Yes, it's an RZ mask, and one of my main issues with them and why I don't really wear them a lot is they're not comfortable, and especially I normally have a bigger beard than I've got now even, and it just doesn't do a great job of sealing against the beard. But this covers enough of my face. I think it'll work well, and it's not uncomfortable. So I'm just going to get used to wearing it anytime I'm spraying something heavy. You love the long grain on these Krampus ones. Thank you. I'm happy with them myself.
It actually stays on it pretty good.
Oh, so John, the way that I made these horns is I made them from a pattern out of EVA foam. So let me grab a pair that I got done.
Yeah. I was going to be the one.
This will go on still.
I made them a lot better, doesn't it? I made them out of EVA foam, which is that foam. And you can see they're all like glued together from different pieces. I sculpted them out of tinfoil, and then I covered them in masking tape. And you cut the masking tape off so it'll lay flat. As soon as it lays flat, then you know that you can make a pattern out of it. Then you trace it onto the EVA foam, cut it out, glue it back together, and you get horns. So there's you go.
Because I don't know my car and I don't work for
Yeah.
mine's gonna be done out of like pine.
The all of the masks are mounted onto an EVA foam helmet, basically.
I want someone else to. What I get.
Like that's EVA foam too, and the mask is just glued to it right here, so that the horns are on and there's no wobble.
How's that weight? Yeah, but how's that weight on there?
I think it
Oh my good sweet Jesus.
It's heavy.
It's
Let
heavy.
me see what you got here.
It's not attached to there.
I'm just making sure that you you did that right. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, but I mean, wow, the weight.
It's a heavy mask.
It is a heavy.
Yeah. You didn't add really to it with the EVA, but you know.
Feels so much better though.
Are you done with the Dremel?
Yeah. Try that bad boy. Uh-huh. That is.
On this other mask I'm working on, we'll do a little bit of
Oh
surgery.
yeah, yeah.
I'm going to add some.
Right.
I'm gonna come out that hole. What are you doing?
Ooh.
What's my next step here?
What is your next step?
Contact cutting these.
Out
Here.
inside out.
Or
This
right
is
side
your-
up.
So turn it right side out. And how I do it.
I just noticed something about this.
So put your elbow.
Yeah.
100% yeah. So this is a like a diamond burr bit on this guy, and I'm gonna make some holes for teeth.
That's that one.
So snowman body.
All around. Nice. Nice.
Ramses reference.
Rob doesn't like it when I do this. I'm drilling out the mask's teeth so that I can put in new teeth.
Yeah, the whole idea.
It's the deal like this.
Go.
Probably comes with lead fillings.
I'm disinclined to acquiesce to your request.
This is my sweet Ninja Turtle project that I'm working on.
Hey, Donatello.
This is actually a snowman mask before I texture it.
Did you want another coat on that thing, or you go?
I will want another coat as soon as it's dry. Do you believe that it's dry?
I got one clean hand. A couple of little sponge-like wet spots for the most part. feeling up your snowman. You want to feel that?
Does it have to be a snowman?
How many days ago been singing that song?
Apparently two.
7 days they've been singing that thing.
Since the snowman campaign.
Yeah, I did not expect to make snowman masks this season. When I made the one, I've been wanting to make him for a while. And it went a little crazy.
Yeah, and then you sold 15 snowmen.
Well, no, I haven't sold that many snowmen because I had to make sure I could make them in time.
All this hair ones that come off.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha!
You talking about Grilla? Yes, that is Skullbird behind me. Say hi, Skullbird.
Hello, Skullbird.
Michael J. Lassiter has joined us.
Hey!
There you go.
That's so cool. Good job. Nora made a shirt on there.
Yes, I've heard of Grilla. Yes, of course I've heard of Grilla. I've heard of Grilla. I've heard of the Yule Lads. I've heard of the Yule Cat. I am familiar with the Yule family. And they're awesome. Raphael is your favorite Ninja Turtle. That's good to know. Awesome. If I had to pick one.
Ninja Turtle?
Yeah, probably Leonardo.
Casey Jones.
But he's not a Ninja Turtle. He's a person. That's how that goes.
Right?
Perhaps the angry one wants to break stuff.
Schwitza Pete? Black Peter?
Yeah.
Just saying.
Pierre Fautard. Anybody ever heard of him? Pierre Fautard.
Isn't that Dirty
He's
Peter?
Christmas. He's a Christmas character.
He's like a Santa / Krampus type guy.
So the reason why we have he's a bad
Yeah.
he's a bad Christmas
Is he
figure.
Uncle Crap where he beat the log and they hide the presents under the blanket?
That's Hans Trop.
Okay.
No, different guy.
Because they sing a song, Crap, Uncle Crap.
Pierre
This is awesome.
Fautard he's the reason why there are rumors that gingerbread cookies become alive.
Oh, okay.
So he was a serial killer, and he killed these 3 boys. And in order to hide their bodies, he baked them into cookies. And he made gingerbread men. And Saint Nicholas found him and made him confess to it. He made him confess to it. And Saint Nicholas brought enough of the spirit back to animate the cookies. Now, were they pleased to be cookies instead of children? I don't know. There's probably a lot more to that. And then in service, because to amend for his crimes, he made Pierre Fautard accompany him for all of his Christmas duties. So,
That's,
yeah.
how's that punishment? He's just showing where all the rest of the kids live.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Turns out you're a murdering pedophile. Come with me to all those kids' houses.
Okay.
It was great.
And I'm going to talk to the good ones. The bad ones you talk to for 20 minutes or so.
This one over here, he lives out 20 minutes off the road.
Right. Yeah, no one can hear people scream from out here, can they?
No.
Yeah. But that's it.
Who's the sausage swinging guy?
The sausage
Oh, yeah.
Skullberg has already asked what my favorite monster is, Michael. Thank you. I did not answer, but I will.
I tried to, but I couldn't get on the feed right away.
If he insists.
You tried to beat me to my object.
No, I tried to follow your joke after he was directly.
But yeah,
talking
Grilla's
to us
Grilla's
about
pretty
it.
great. Anyway, yeah. I was waiting for this hot glue gun to heat up. It's a wimpy hot glue gun in that it is a normal hot glue gun.
You know,
Here's-
just out 2 ounces of glue per hour.
Here's what sucks, okay? This is weird to me.
Oh.
Hot melt hot glue guns are blue.
Or blue.
Cool melt hot glue guns are orange.
What are the black ones?
Well, they're different.
The difference is
They're
that
different.
a cool melt should be blue. 'cause
The
it's
cool
Oh,
melt should be blue. It's
Yeah.
cooler.
Yeah.
Right.
Hot melt should be orange, as it is hotter. But no, they're like this. This is a hot melt gun. It only gets to a mere
Well, at least your
212 degrees.
Your glue stick says it's hot.
Yes. Some drivage.
It's right.
Yeah, that's very warm. Anyway, I'm gonna put these teeth in.
Now, for the part that makes me feel
Alan's horror movie character should leather hands.
Leather hands.
Yeah. You just grab hot glue and squeeze it.
I said it was warm.
You're like that old man who puts out people's cigarettes with his fingers. Tells them to stop smoking.
Oh, God.
any tricks to this.
You know, you might want to get like a neck brace to kind of hold your chin up. That way by the end of the night.
Actually, what I have seen people do with heavy masks like that, drill a little hole in the top of it and hang a weight down your back.
Yep.
That way, pulling your head down, the weight that hangs down your back balances out.
It's not a bad idea.
You tie the string to your belt.
You think you're adding more weight, but really you're balancing the load. Share the load.
Had a
from
troll
all.
costume that I actually had to do that with.
A what?
Troll costume. I actually had a huge chest to it, but the head on it, the face actually came up to here. And I mean, super, super front heavy, but it had a wheel that went on the chest.
It can't be
But
worse than
it
that
had
dragon costume.
Hung
That has
the
the,
on the back.
the head of the dragon comes off your chest, and you're actually looking out like the top of his back. You get this huge.
That's not a costume, it's just a mask. That's the kicker with it.
Any
Yeah,
trick.
the thing's huge.
Put it on,
Why would you
and
want
then
that?
what I was doing was I would grab it. No, I meant put the glove on.
Ah. Put it on,
Yes.
and then
Physically.
And then you can use your other hand.
I'm just fluent in teeth, so
finger around.
You know what I mean? Now, take the glove off.
After I just put it on. Killing me, Smalls.
There's method.
There's a madness to your method.
that too.
Right. That way you can smooth it all on. Make that shit happy, Cap.
Language wrong.
Hersey.
Oh no. Did you say heresy?
You're a surgeon.
All right. So this guy now has different teeth in there. I like those little bit of tuskers coming up from the bottom. Kind of nice. And they're in the latex, and then they're glued in around the base. Where are the teeth from? The teeth are pumpkin teeth. Pumpkin teeth are a product that you could buy on Etsy. Pumpkin teeth, all one word, on Etsy. Pumpkin teeth. A guy named Bob Connor sells them, and they're awesome. Rue back there, he's working on a Were Elmo costume. That, you know, that curly red fur. It's perfect.
Where it's not a where Elmo.
I sculpted Nate Frost.
I saw at his last class.
Hey, and are you recoding that?
No, I'm just standing
I'm doing my own thing.
See, that's how I politely push people into doing things.
I'll wait.
I
I was
asked if
waiting
they're
for it. Like you said.
Is it not dry? Dry enough.
I gotta tell you, visibility in this is ridiculous.
Bad?
Up like no.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's on stilts.
This is not a mask. So he's not talking about a mask I made, for the record.
Oh.
Hold up your mask you're talking about. It's a beautiful mask. It's from Trick or Treat Studios, and it is from the movie mold of one of the elves in the movie Krampus, which I'm a fan of.
So I'm converting it to wear with a Krampus costume.
Right.
So
And he has to make it wearable because right now it is not.
it's a lot more wearable now. Fun fact. A few more things I need to do.
If you put the glue too thick on this fur, it soaks through.
Oh yeah, it'll soak through for sure.
Yeah, like totally like packs down.
Nice. Okay. Now you know.
Yeah. Not a problem at all because it's going to be distressed tension.
How much glue should you put on things? The answer is enough.
Enough.
Just
Yeah.
enough.
Well, my bad habit of the day has been too little foam on most things, or too little glue on most things.
That's white. Is there anything in that?
Oh, this is probably.
That's too white. It should be flush for it.
Flesh colors. Over here, anything that. That's flesh?
Flesh for fantasy. It's elf time.
I'm going to have little red hair. Everywhere. How much is it?
So, he's actually just spraying it white. We made it out of. We made a pattern for it. We made it out of and cotton batting coating the outside of it, and then now we're painting it white. So that's what's going on with that. Yes, Stephen, Robert will be wearing that to the cross. He'll be the guy bumping into stuff.
I have a handler.
Okay. Yes, I always have a bad connection. I live in the woods. The snowman mask tutorial hasn't happened yet. but it will. Maybe tomorrow. I have some orders to get done, and then I will certainly do a tutorial.
This song is never gonna get old.
Oh, it's gonna get old. I'll stop.
It's already old.
That's my secret, Captain. I'm always old. Unhook one of those clamps and hand me a new elf mask. Yep. That's it.
Anything else now?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. So far, big this guy.
Is this how you know you push so hard?
Yes.
Did you ever finish?
No. I haven't really watched TV since then.
Everybody says that's so good.
Sabrina's very Satan-y, but it's pretty good.
If you're
It's a high on the Satan-y TV content.
What?
Satan.
Oh.
Satan.
Feet.
There's a song, remind me of the priest I've ever heard. It's about the best little death metal band out of Denton. It's a funny song.
Sounds like a
Alright, where do we have our keys? Oh, your soul is still shattered. The nightmare system is still shattered.
So I used white just on the top of this. I shot the white down, and I got to keep all that nice shading from the base coat.
No problem. I was a finger butter.
Are they quoting something?
No, we're just making shit.
You can't over here anymore.
Making
so
stuff.
bad.
Usually funny. Law of causation says one times the other.
That's more than one of those three.
I have a lot. I don't have any more than one hooked up right now.
You have the other case for the black and one of your
Yeah.
If you say yes, you point all the way.
Here you go. Black it up, fuzzball. Max paint is over there in that corner. And the black is sitting right on the end.
Like I'm rude with red fuzzy hair.
Yeah, just play for everybody. I don't know why people keep watching. I have a terrible connection. I go offline every couple of minutes. But people keep watching. So I keep going live and disappointing them. It's my life.
That problem you told me to watch out for because it happens with these.
Yeah. Oops.
Well, this isn't that bad on my end, but yes. So it's not like it's really close. It's not like I'm using the house's Wi-Fi. It's my wall, and it's from over to the house.
This is Wi-Fi. It needs to be bigger.
Again, I'm shooting this from the top so I can keep my shadows.
That's not Huckleberry. I'll be a Huckleberry. Oh, God. I'll get food. I would. Seriously, no
And that gives you a nice multi-shadowed print.
People like,
Really not.
oh my God, does that tickle me up? Tickle me this? I did see another videos, man.
Yeah.
Is this your black here?
Yep. Oh. Alright, stop. Wait a minute.
There's plenty more.
Is there probably a bucket of some sort that I can pour in here?
There's a big bottle too. That's all around. And Rob never puts things back.
Ah.
It's all good.
Yeah, over there. 1, 2, 3,
Over there.
4, 5. I have 5 elves, but I just did that too. I'm going to go to phase 2 on them. But I want to get them all set up easily.
Nope.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Trying to do.
Attach this. So,
Yeah, I wasn't using the big boys, so I have them all.
I'm gonna plug in the big boy. I think I need it. I need some of that sweet. Red hairs everywhere.
They don't care.
No hair, don't care.
Where's your magic glue drawer around? This one?
What's the question?
Glue sticks.
Well, there's some up there. There's some in that box because I
That's
haven't opened them yet.
I was looking for the ones you had in the drawer.
They're right in the top drawer.
Okay, now you gotta show me this whole triangle thing.
You did the same way I did. You just kind of eyeball it.
I didn't.
Basically, what you want is a triangle to be
Eyeball,
here.
these are triangle-ish.
You're covering this spot. So yeah,
I need this.
that's pretty good. If you need
I need all the rest of that.
I'm just speckling red on these guys right now.
Red on them.
And then I'm going to speckle blue. And I'm probably going to shade in purple.
My speckled in red.
Minorly.
Makes it cooler.
Your black is stronger than my red.
Colors anymore.
Flush this, just so you guys can see how much that shows up and does. It's just a speckling.
Yes. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, kind of getting them all. Thanks, Scott.
Look at this stuff, isn't it? Gorgor! He's a good guy.
What about Gorgalore?
He's got a Gorgor pin on his.
Oh, yeah. Kevin's pretty awesome.
They got a new line of stuff out this year. I think they got beanies this week.
Beanies. I'll have to go.
Are you? Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
When was that?
Huh? I like
Fair. Fair.
Yeah, that, not you. You end up cutting this.
No, because the neck is big enough it stretches. I also poured that one especially thin. Make Then I'll speckle with green. Oh, Sandy Waffle, just keep watching. I show all kinds of tricks all the time. Yeah, these are FW acrylic inks. I like them.
Required to. More like a traditional.
The primary purpose.
I'm using the printers. It's got the like carved scroll.
You don't do that.
Very excited. This is gonna be there's still
Okay. Perfect.
a bit. You're walking on. Okay.
What do I do?
That's all you're very right.
But
Alan's made it perfectly clear that I'm not allowed to get that awesome dress. That makes anybody look good.
Didn't say
You got a
anything
hang in
about
your closet? With your regular thing?
I don't cosplay. I gotta stay original. I put up David Carl from Opposite Hunters. But I'd have to do a ball cap.
yeah.
These guys look kind of like candy, really.
Yeah.
Well,
So far.
Conflicting events. Just a reminder that I do have to get that.
Gotta order Christmas on. Hold on, let's see if I can get to it.
and a lot of people
You do me a favor. Yeah. You split that in half right there.
Horns might use pretty good.
wooden horns. Probably the easiest way to attract cosplayers to is offer content and costume contest. Things like original or most, anime. Also, if you offer a lot of cosplay stuff, like classes on how to make cosplayers like make their own stuff. So if you get EVA sculpting classes, Warble's really big in the cosplay community. If you offered a class, people know how to make EVA armor.
Hey, hit up my buddy Scotty Zod. He does a lot of that. Scotty Zod, Z-O-D-D.
Okay.
And, yeah, put that name down. Tell him I recommended you.
Okay.
Who talked to you? Another person that y'all know that's really big in the cosplay community is Jax. Jackie Christensen. She works at Dark.
A note for the gloves for you, Alan.
Yeah.
Dry completely, and then do another layer of glue over the top. Because otherwise it just soaks totally into the gloves.
When you're doing those, when you're doing the red
When you're with these gloves.
Okay, I'll give that a shot. I normally spray it on, so it's not as thick as brushing.
Oh, much better.
Well, I brushed it on, and it all totally soaked into the glove.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I spray it on.
Yeah. But if you let it dry, then it creates a base for the screw to actually sit on instead of soaking into the.
I don't know if this is gonna be, I was standing in one place, I could turn it.
Yeah.
2-3 hours of that?
This is gonna be one of those.
All steam to sit on.
It weighs, the mask itself weighs less than my Tengu mask.
Weighs less than what?
My Japanese opera mask.
Another mask you never wear.
Because it's too damn heavy, but with the helmet setup, I bet I can make it work. I'll try to remember to bring that out, because I know you want to see it.
You know Elmo Fuzz in your mouth?
Oh, Elmo Fuzz.
Watch one float down and explode in the eye.
What
Right.
the-
Hit the fan. It's all over the place.
Is that what kids are calling it these days? Elmo Fuzz?
The hobby thing.
Dipping their cigarettes in it.
I think I could do this. I think I could do this for 3 hours.
3 hours. What's 3
The crappy stuff.
hours? 3 hours? I think 3 hours.
It's pre-walk, walk, and post-walk.
Yeah, I'm sure we
You do everything but the actual walk part. So those are
That's the whole point.
What the
Who are you?
Who are you? I really want to know.
I think he was fighting Alice in Wonderland. I said I think he was fighting Alice in Wonderland.
I was.
I turned it into a who song.
I thought you were singing CSI.
That's the same thing.
Well, I know mine didn't say anyway.
Alright, I think I have one Elmo glove.
That's a beast.
Are you having second thoughts? Or
Yeah.
regrets?
No, no regrets. I'm not going to wear it at all. Now, I can wear it. I wear it for 3 hours. Odds aren't good. We will see.
Indeed. Is your wish dry yet?
Yeah, probably not. Maybe. I've got a couple of gooey spots here and there. A little wet behind the ear.
Get it? Get it? It's a joke.
Spray directly into the ear.
That's fine.
What are those for?
This is an elf 6-pack or a 5-pack.
Do they just give what they get, or do they have specifics that they like?
Yes. If they ask me for specifics, they get specifics. Otherwise, I just make them look cool.
You get like a preview.
Yeah.
They say, just make them, but this is the female drawing.
Uh-huh.
You kind of match their color or something.
Yep. Okay. Perfect. That is 5 L's. I haven't hit the teeth yet. I gotta wait for the gums to dry. And then I'll go back and I'll white all those teeth. What?
Everybody's always on you about wearing a mask. And here, you're the only one wearing a mask, there's more people in your shop than usual. It's okay, I'm just spraying.
But too many particulates and I snore. It makes me snore. And I don't want to be mean to the wife.
It's obstructive sleep apnea.
What's that?
It's obstructive sleep apnea.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, but only when I spray particulates, though. It's like directly linked.
Weird. So don't huff your own fumes.
Right.
Makes sense.
But I think it's actually clear enough in here I can take this off.
Anything else to that?
Where are we?
Get that
I
out?
was in a mask painting frenzy.
Well, I'm not
In
having
the woods, in a log cabin. Lots of Sasquatch outside.
That's true. Harry Beastie, good tip there for Sandy. Also, for sculpting, I can't recommend tongue depressors enough. Buy a pack of tongue depressors like this. They're at, hobby stores and whatnot. Because I use these for all my wrinkles and stuff. Because you can cut them. If you want a deep groove, you can just cut that shape. If you want less deep, just cut it less deep. And that makes a difference, But you can, I use these a lot for eyes, like around eyes and things. So, because I can get in there and bevel that shape, and now this is all out of the way around the eye. These are great, because you can cut them. Whatever shape you need to form the clay to, just cut this into that shape. I use them all the time. Elves, getting out the way.
So you need to study the Elmo dance.
By the time you see it,
Those are
far
something
away.
else. Ooh, is there any white?
We're all working on personal costuming stuff.
Yes. We spent most of the day cranking stuff out for Alan. That's latex. That's paint. Perfect.
What's your question?
I don't have a question.
I know, but maybe you should. What are you assuming?
I'm going to take this paint and I'm going to dry brush those
I'm
claws.
assuming that's pink.
With just straight white paint, not mask paint? So if it flexes, it'll crack off?
It's latex paint.
Yeah, he's got a valid point.
This is pre-mixed white,
And I will use some of that.
if you'd like some mix.
Okay.
I have not seen the Who 50th anniversary show, but I bet it was good. 'Cause those guys are darn fine musicians. I have to go get a paintbrush. Go tell a joke or a story.
Me?
Yeah, go tell a story. Normally, people tell stories about how I screwed up or did something dumb.
Just fair warning. It's not good.
No one's ever good at stories. The worst is Chris Sloan, who would just stare at the camera and go.
I'm bad at stories because I always tell rotten, dirty stories and stuff people don't want me to tell. True.
Every time I try to tell a joke, Alan stops me. When it
Yeah.
materializes out of the shop. No!
Yeah, that's
Don't
because
tell
they're
that
always
joke.
about kids.
Why not? It's fine.
I don't even have any stories about you.
Good.
I got a bunch of them, but
Then
more like experiences.
Those are what stories are.
It's things I take from you because you contribute to little things like the boo hole.
Boo holes.
Yeah. The boo hole is a technical term. First time I ever went through Dark Hour, we took the backstage tour, and Alan's giving the tour, and we go through, and the hallway, there's Alan's face all of a sudden through a hole in the wall, and he says, "This is a boo hole." That's a technical term. So the first boo hole I made, I wrote boo hole, and I put Alan Hop's technical term. I wrote it on the wall behind it, so there you go.
That was a great story.
Yeah.
Wonderful experience.
There's a butthole drawn next to it, too.
Great. Was there an arrow like Alan Hops is this?
Yes.
Awesome.
Technically, the butthole was Allen hops, and then the rest of the technical terms. Yes, sir.
Oh, wait, put that down. Where is it? No.
Another word for boohole is.
What did this thing for 2 days straight?
You see it?
That was my reference. Yeah.
Is he a sleep talker?
He's a
May
sleep talker,
or may not.
walker, pisser.
Kisser?
Pisser.
Oh, pisser. I've got some pretty good stories about that from when I was a kid.
That was a new one.
He still does it.
I remember my parents were having a party, and I slept locked and opened the pantry and kissed it.
Somebody needs to steam your snowman's boo hole.
Like snowman abdomen.
Apparently, it's got a wrinkled boo hole. That needs to be steamed.
It's all fun and games. Somebody wrinkles your boots.
Better really tall.
Don't make me remove your boo hole. Having
That's
stopped
what
itself.
we're talking.
Here's a tip for mask makers. Latex paint tastes bad. Don't put this brush in your mouth.
Here, cat game,
Yes.
run, whatever you're doing, you know.
Hey, what do you paint your mask with?
Latex mask paint. Buy it at Costco.
Should I ask?
I think Costco.
Go to Costco and ask the first person. They will hook you right up.
End of the room.
It'd be funny if
Well, Alan Hopp said it, he ate too.
How the hell do you know Alan?
Yeah. He always brings Harbor Freight coupons in when he tries to buy stuff at Costco.
Let's see him. I'm her.
Oh, we thought you
Oh yeah, I'm happy with that. That's nice. That's them ass.
the red is done for.
I almost want to tip him in blood. I like that. Yeah, it's gonna make it pop. I'm reading it, it's dark. I'm probably gonna take a little bit of yellow and take it up with it. That way they look more like flawless.
Okay, so there we go. Add a little bit of purple to this to deepen some of those blues. I think that's looking pretty good.
First Krampus horns
Oh yeah?
down the claws. Nice. Then they'll match my boots.
And what's in here?
I had a set. I love this.
No, I have not found the trigger for my airbrush. That's why I have tape on my finger. Because it's just a broken post and it stabs my finger. So I put tape on my finger and then it doesn't hurt. And I can keep airbrushing. It's kind of like stopping someone from stealing your bike by taking the seat away.
I don't know what he's doing.
No one's going to use my airbrush because no one wants to stab themselves in the finger.
So many bad jokes. Right there.
Want to ride my bicycle? Bicycle.
Someone like Robin's steer bike.
Qu'est-ce qu'il c'est? Je ne comprends pas.
Here's what sucks. I forget what's in this.
In what?
This bottle. So if I run out of it and I don't have enough for both horns, then I don't know what to put in it to fix it.
Is that something you mixed?
I don't know.
Or
No, it looks good. I think it's a Havana brownie.
smells like leukemia.
Probably should wear my mask again.
Yeah. Unless you enjoy sleeping on the couch.
No.
It's good.
Okay, there we go. I'm going to dry brush these white over top of that brown. But there you go. All right. You think coat number 2 is dry on the snowman?
It felt dry when I just, well, except in a couple of spots, but for the most part, yeah.
Rob, would you touch the snowman and see if he's dry? Look up underneath him. Underneath him is important.
I touch it, but I've got all over me already.
Yes, the snowman butt is dry. It's ready for its second coat.
It's already second coat.
It's ready for its third coat.
Hey, Mr. Skullberg,
Yeah, sure.
would you be willing to throw on part of a snowman costume?
Let's do it.
Okay, wait here. Hang on.
You're gonna like tip me over and roll me down the driveway, are you?
Sure.
Did you
Sure,
make
that's a
that?
sure. Am I gonna
I
hide
had
in-
Alex make it.
Am I gonna hide in the woods?
Excellent.
All you babies see is my chest and arms.
They have stick arms. We put sticks in for snowman arms. Sure. So
I can put the tag in the back. You know, I can't even dress.
I ain't got no tags. You think I'm fancy?
I can't even
This
dress.
ain't no bougie mask shop.
Bougie, man. It's not bougie.
All right.
Bougie,
Let's go.
bougie.
Bougie, bougie, bougie.
Come on, Dad.
What's funny is, no one will help you. Oh,
Me or you?
you guys are wrong. This is wet.
You told me to touch the butt.
I did touch the butt.
You did touch the front, though.
The front butt.
Well, fans in the back
I didn't
there.
touch the fupa.
So we're not trying this on yet. Take that shirt off. What are you doing?
You want to get paint on your shirt?
Huh?
You want to get paint on
No,
your
I
shirt?
don't.
Okay.
Definitely not on the sleeves.
I like this nice woodsy camo.
You help taking a shirt
You
off?
forgot about his shirt.
Well, I'm trying to find the difference between this one and mine.
Shirts are hard.
Yeah. I wouldn't take both of them off. That's appropriate.
Get my YouTube viewers up.
Yeah, whatever. You scare them away.
Rob's Krampus Imp mask looks good but heavy. Is it made of resin?
Yes.
Yes, it's made of lead-based resin. It weighs 42 pounds. It is a massively heavy mask.
And it has a brain tumor
It's a bit excessive.
as a side.
It is. I think it's supposed to be a wall hanging, less a mask.
It's a look, don't wear.
Connection is good. Hello, Cameron Bennett. We use lasers at dark hour. Yes, we do. A couple lasers. Not a lot of lasers, but some. There you go. All right.
So I played this game.
Do I want to hair Krampuses now?
Come up before. I've yet to anything. I thought something easy. Yeah, that's not happening.
I've just been doing it a long time. No, you've come up with bad ideas that I've never done. What?
Just tee them up for you, Alan. Just tee them up.
Explain what you're doing to your gloves.
I am painting layers on them. First white layer, and then now I'm putting a yellow tint on it, so they look a little bit more natural.
And I am currently
Making Elmo gloves.
not making Elmo gloves. My Elmo gloves are put away. I am splitting the fingertips of these so that they wrap around the claws of the gloves. And then I'm going to glue it and glue the fur so the glove material.
This says latex.
It's just latex.
You have like a flesh tone.
Yeah, it's over here.
Of course it is. We're gonna walk over here. It's over
Right next to where I was working.
The flesh tone.
What's that?
Apple cider.
Looks like pruno.
Want some?
I want to shit my pants.
I just got a big sip of my soda.
Pruno?
Yeah.
We're not making any Pruno.
It's just what he's carrying in the jug. That's what it looks like.
Okay.
Poopy pruno is a trash bag.
How'd your ebony?
It's a 10-foot tombstone. Looks good from 10 feet away.
There you go. That's it. 10-foot tombstone.
That was pretty
Show
darn
show
good.
show the whole class.
I think you're being hypercritical.
How'd you lay it out?
I printed it on paper and then I taped it.
You taped the paper to the tombstone.
Yep. And then I exacted out the print.
Gotcha. I always use a soldering iron,
Oh, yeah.
because I'm not patient
Probably be,
and I have no care for my lungs whatsoever. So that's what I do most of the time.
Yeah. She likes really
I was
nice
gonna Dremel it out, but then I got carried
print
away.
and stuff. You know.
I offered to get her.
It has to look good because it'll be the only tombstone in the front yard.
The only one,
The only one.
because it's Christmas.
Yes.
And too many tombstones now, your neighbors will think you're weird.
I totally told her, it's like all the tombstones are still sitting right there in the yard. Like we could just put more of them out and just put his up front. We also have the big Monster Mug Grim Reaper sitting out there. We're gonna move him out there, so he'll be one of the ghosts, Christmas ghosts. But
Ghost of Christmas Future
sure.
is the one he would be.
It would look really good standing right behind him. I mean, these are just great.
Ag Dickens blow holes.
Dickens blow mold.
Yes, that's exactly what they are.
Yeah.
Why did blow holes make you giggle, Rob?
What? No, no reason.
Last bar meeting.
You hard time?
Well,
Yeah, it's normal. That is normal,
a
bud.
lot of context.
Here's the thing. I give everybody a hard time. I'm pretty much equal.
Yes.
I don't think I pick on anyone. Now Rob might do some things that make him stand out. But I don't pick on him excessively.
No, that's what square is.
You say excessively?
Yeah. Noticing a screw up is different than picking on someone.
I don't even like to dump
Mentioning
it.
that screw up years later, that's picking on someone.
That's what I do. Flesh tone.
Great. Here. Want some paint?
Yeah, I don't need to do that.
There you go.
It's your stuff, so.
So all these have toppers on them, so I can just change that topper out.
Yeah.
See the teeth real. Oh, you guys you're out of focus. You been drinking? Okay. The teeth, really what make these
I like the purple.
pop. Yeah, they've got red speckle and blue speckle and all kinds of speckle on them. So this L5 pack is going to get 3 of the old sculpt and 2 of the new sculpt. What you laughing at? What I do?
Something else, just bust out some show to you.
That wasn't me.
Just swear I wasn't looking up. You know, I'm deaf, so I can't tell what's kind
If there's whistling, it was probably Rob. Rob's a whistler.
Oh,
Or me. I whistle a lot too. Although,
my.
you guys have spent too much time around each other because earlier, Rob was whistling, and promptly as he stopped, you picked it up.
But I picked up a different song. And I'll
There
also...
was still...
I heard somebody's ringtones.
Okay, it is a wild Skullberg. Hello, Lexi.
No.
Like the haircut, Lex.
Hi, Lex.
Rob says he likes your hair.
Keith Maycutter.
Keith? I haven't seen Keith in a while. Probably since the last time I was at fair.
He's still Keith.
Okay. We have 5 elves set and ready. They're going to need hair
Time.
here in a bit.
Putting the glove on here before putting the cup.
We were at
And then right here.
remember Lexi and Justin came,
Uh-huh.
and they were gonna, they kept saying they were gonna
These
come
are,
catch the show.
these are,
It was our last
these
show
are
on
custom
Sunday,
set.
so I got on the PA and loudly announced that Justin and Lexi needed to come to the show, to the stage. And Justin was in the bathroom. He could hear me all the way across the place in the bathroom calling him.
Nice.
Made them promise to come on the show. And I looked out there and they weren't there, and I was like,
I was like, I have the microphone. I'm going to just say horrible things.
So someone asked for a sculpting tip earlier, and we gave a couple. I know that some other folks helped me out too, but here's one for you. If you use like latex mask paint on a brush and it gets hard, save this, because this is a great texture tool for sculpting, because it's a different firmness than just like a regular chip brush. It's much firmer, and all these little grooves will show up in water-based clay. That is actually a great sculpting tool. So if I find one, or if I leave one, I hang on to a couple of them just so I've got them for sculpting. It's a really great texture that's hard to get any other way. Throw that on the ground.
Better.
Like a funky cupcake.
Like a what?
Funky cupcake. Who was a DJ in Austin a while back when I was working in Pensacola. And every day
so is your whole
show would come on. There was this little song that played that like a funky cupcake.
I will show you the picture.
But it's stuck. I've said that.
The legs
Every time I drop
and
something more. That's what it gets called.
Funky cupcake.
Funky
the
cupcake.
legs and the hand.
And now I'm just popping some highlights into this with the
And, I mean,
brush.
most of it's all covered with clothes.
Bring it from
Very
being
red.
this one with no white highlights, a little drab. This one has a little more pop to it, a little
It's
like.
going to be distressed a lot.
Oh, okay,
It's
gotcha.
going to lose a lot of that Elmo feel to it.
And unfortunately, that's what you're told.
Okay, so you're having trouble deciding between Rip City Flex Blood and Perma Blood from Pale Knight. Yeah, Pale Knight Productions. I like the Rip City stuff. I have bottles of Rip City over here. I use it on my masks. Go Perma Blood. They were the original, and I think that they are still the best, and everybody else is kind of still chasing them. So if you have the budget and you need a gallon of something awesome, get Perma Blood. And tell Kip I said hi.
Now, we can burn horses.
That's right. I have room on my t-shirt for your patch. And I'm just using the brush on the higher areas so that it picks up
Like blue jay.
some of that color up.
Used to get better.
Yes, they do.
Ding! Mine's popping.
I'm going to have to paint
Pale Knight Productions makes a blood called Perma Blood, and it's great. The whole Perma line of projects is pretty awesome. Products, not projects. Hello, Gore Patch Studios. Get some masks done, Gore Patch. Go make stuff. I love the Wicked Elves. They look right out of Lobos Paramilitary Christmas Special comic book. That's one I'll have to look up. But thank you, I think. Lobos Paramilitary Christmas Special comic book. Cool. When I grow up, I want to be as cool as Mike. That's Mike right there. He is wearing a Dark Hour t-shirt. That makes him pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's our Spring Fever shirt. It looks like zombies bit you, and it says things are fine.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You might want to specify that I'm actually screwing up my own mask and not one of yours.
Yeah, all right, so tell them what mask you're painting.
My own.
Tell them more.
There's a guy named Alan Hops, teaches these really cool sculpting classes, and he does a whole 3-day weekend right here. And if you do that, you get to do this. I took his 1-day class a year and a half ago, and I never got to paint it. But if you do the 3-day class, you get to sculpt, mold, cast, paint, and leave with all your stuff. And you get a cool apron.
That's true.
I want the apron.
You
So
do
I'm
get a
gonna
cool
take
apron.
cut. So this is what I sculpted a witch face a year and a half ago, and we molded it and we casted it, and it sat in plain latex for a year and a half until tonight. Now I'm painting it because Alan's awesome and he let me come over and use his stuff.
Make some masks. I'm going to be using my stuff anyway, since
Right.
my stuff is out here.
And technically, I did paint your snowman,
You did. You put a good layer on the snowman.
and you're gonna make me wear it. So
I will actually make you try it on. Yes.
okay,
You'll be a snowman model in the future.
I can do it. I used to be around like that snowman. Shameless plug for your place.
That was a shameless plug.
Do I get a discount for that?
Sure. You get this.
Use promo codes.
But the problem with plugging the class,
Yeah.
the one in January sold out. The one in May is already sold out.
Wow.
So,
I'm plugging your future in there.
right.
Right in your Google.
Luckily, this video will be on the internet forever.
Yeah, there you go. And they'll never come look for it.
Yeah.
Monsters.
All right. Just give them a little bit of
How many
drama.
spots were in January?
I do six spots. Yes, the next class will certainly be. Yes, it does go darker if you layer it.
I spent too much time in Germany. Because when I just did the number one to her, I did the German
What is the
one.
snowman made of? It's foam. It's upholstery foam.
German
It's
one
built the
was
same way that Godzilla is
like
built.
a full triangle.
Latex skin and a upholstery
Really freaked me
foam
out.
base
I
underneath.
could not understand what people were writing.
I was just thinking, why didn't he have a little at the bottom?
Oh,
You're right.
yeah, well,
Okay.
yeah, if you write a one, it's that. The German ones are just up, down, that's weird.
All right. There we go.
Someone needs to intellect.
Scott, let me know when you are coming, my friend.
Just put my-
Capital.
Hers?
let's try that.
I think it is.
You didn't tell me that.
I think it is. Can't remember.
What's the question?
We're talking about your Wi-Fi password.
Capital M.
You're
Tell
online.
everybody on.
My Wi-Fi.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe people are gonna come by and steal your Wi-Fi.
No, they're gonna come by and get his shirts.
They drive all the way out here, man. And
Oh, hey, by the way, that reminds me. When did you become a contractor?
huh?
When did you become a contractor?
What do you mean?
For you Google map your address, there's a contractor here.
There used to be.
Yeah, well,
Well, this was a commercial shop for flooring.
yeah, you hope nobody shows up wanting some flooring and tables.
Doesn't how much I need cash. I'll make the heck out of some tables.
You're like, you need a table? I got a couple of them. Here, I'll sell you this one.
This one's fuzzy. Made it this week.
Yeah. I took care of that.
You did? You made a recommendation?
No, I'm a trusted Google reviewer and content contributor. And
Nice.
so I went on, and when I Googled your address and saw it was somebody's corporate headquarters, I went on and suggested the edit, and it was published within 30 seconds.
Nice.
So it is off
Nice.
there. You will still be so on there, I can do that.
Down the road I will. Okay. So I have 5 elves, and I'm happy with them. Let's go get them hats. Will you help me take out hats? Let's all go to the elf hats. Let's all go to the elf hats. Okay. Who's a monster? While staining leather. Awesome. Okay, so in here, I have a bunch of elf hats. I think they're... Oh, they're in here. We just got to take the ears off of that one. Perfect.
Are they all the same?
No, we don't want them all the same. We want to mix them up.
I like that one.
That's good. What's that one? Let's do one of them. How many hats you got now? We need 5 hats.
Okay, that two are the same.
Two being the same is fine. I'll change their hairstyles. Oh yeah, Santa Dread. That's good. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, let's take that in. After you.
Hats. You got the Rasta Santa?
We did. We got Dread Santa. Dread Santa Roberts.
The Dread Santa Roberts.
He doesn't go, oh, he goes, aye.
Yeah, open them, toss the plastic, pull the tags.
Cinnamon gloves. Now that's awesome. I like that one.
That is cool.
Which one's that one?
It's like the barbarian Santa. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna trap some furs there tonight.
Is that your friend in the wood chipper?
Oh yeah.
That's super, eh?
Oh no.
Now, they still get white hair and stuff.
You're gonna be.
You know I'm from Minnesota, right?
I was gonna say, you're really good at that.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I didn't say anything.
No, that was me. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll show you that. Don't you know?
Oh, yeah.
Don't you know?
Don't you know? Look at that.
Maybe we'll go back and throw back a poppy. Yeah. Don't you know?
Oh, you know those troopers.
Yeah.
That's a great hat.
Okay, so that one is really weird because in the catalog when I buy those, the name of that one is Ridge Santa because it has ridges in it, but it reads Rigid Santa. And I'm like, what kind of terribly inappropriate thing is a rigid Santa?
It's better than a rigid Santa.
Rigid Santa hat.
It's got a secret pocket in it.
Oh, sure,
Sure.
whatever.
Alan, it's better than a ribbed Santa.
It is better than a rigid both.
Got this size and the strings. It's like,
Now that one we have to cut the ears off of.
We have. Ooh.
Smell it.
The
apparently, I need to leave.
thumbs.
Where's that from?
Step the house.
hanging out.
Gonna nibble on her ears.
You know what's great about the hair?
Nibble on her ears.
It's
Elf
only
ear.
3 feet tall and that.
Do you need the glue gun anymore, Alan?
No, I didn't need it before. You plugged it in because you needed it.
Yes, it's fair to ask. It's turned off and unplugging it.
Ah.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, scrap.
See her up.
Yeah.
Bye.
Is the gate, the gate still closed, yes?
I don't know.
Do you have a remote?
I don't know.
Okay.
Nope.
Are you throwing your ears away? I will.
Yeah, ears are garbage.
Alright, step up.
Get over me. But these hats, these look so good. They're such classic hats, but not with the ears on. And I open the size adjuster all the way up. Okay. That's right, put your package joke right there. Perfect. I should make an elf ear necklace. That's not a terrible idea, actually. Yes, he was the original Dread Santa Roberts.
Okay, I know what pirate Santa.
Okay. Oh, nice. What's that?
What else should I do? Maybe some red in the mouth or something.
Yeah, you want to give your lip a little bit of color?
She looks kind of dusty right now.
Yes, she's very matte. And red will liven her up.
I'm not gonna call her Matt, that's just rude.
All right, so I'm looking at my time. It is now 8:43. I will probably grab my caulking gun and knock out the hair on these elves and then call them done.
Hey, cinching it like hair.
Oh.
I got. Sure.
Some good hair.
Yeah, I stole it from you.
Oh, did you?
Technically, you gave it to me, but whatever.
Okay. And now I have to get the hair that I have for elves. White. Elves are not a hard hair job. Are you de-earring them for me?
Oh, yeah. They're on here really good. I'm gonna do it without ripping it.
Use that.
I really need is the seam ripper.
Those work good. Did I give you that hair a year ago and you've been holding it this whole time?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually, like, literally
So, if you need another eye,